This for all you fools that don't know what's up yet.
West, the deal, man. This is the hub.
And the dub.
Next Level Podcast. I'm B.G. Knocc Out.
Redman DaLoc.
Redman DaLoc.
Oh, what's the deal?
What's happening?
Oh, man, it's a gloomy day for us today, man.
We lost the hero, man.
Lost a hero today, man.
Jimbrown,
Jimbrown, rest in peace, man. 87
Football
years
Hall
old.
of Famer.
Football
Civil rights advocate
and
actor.
Actor as well as just
gang intervention.
Gang intervention. Oh man, I can't, man. He multitude of heroism that he has presented throughout his life.
How old was Jim Brown, bro?
87, man.
87.
87.
He had a long life, good life.
Long life, man. He did his thing. Shouts out to his family, the kids and all the Browns, man, and all the Browns family, fans, and everything else. We lost a great one today. But we'll get back on that. We'll get back on that one, man. But, man, it's just gloomy. So, what's for the topic, man?
What's for the topic?
What's the topic?
What's for the topic?
What's the topic, man? What's the topic?
So, look, man, we heard some crazy shit today, right? The homie Boo Capone, he's a comedian. He's a part of... I think, what is it called? Deaf Digital or something like that. Okay. Deaf Digital is like a play on, Deaf Digital, right? Which is a play on Def Comedy Jam. Okay. I think Russell Simmons got something to do with this particular like internet company or whatever, but it deals in comedy and with up and coming comedians and things like that.
Yeah, Boo Capone. I know.
His name Boo Capone. Boo Capone.
Boo Capone.
Yeah, he from out the jungles, I believe.
Yeah, Boo Capone. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because he was out here with Peanut.
They did some comedy shit.
Yeah, they did some comedy shit at down in Vegas. So yeah, I was helping them out.
So anyway, he came out. I seen him on I don't know if it was a podcast or somebody's live. He was doing an interview with this dude, and he was talking about a situation with Michael Jackson and Tupac. He said they had a squabble, bro. He said, can you imagine Michael having a squabble with anybody, let alone Tupac Shakur, bro?
Oh, man, and look, I bet you it was over, what? Not over no money. It could be over no money, but I know it had to be.
I mean, they ain't really make no money together, but you got to understand, you got the king of R&B.
King of R&B.
And arguably the king of hip-hop, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. And look, my thing is, it's just funny. I don't, I'm a Pac fan, but man, what the hell? I know my man, boy, he don't know Mike Jackson. Probably, that moonwalk, all that move.
Your ass about it. No, so look, so Kadada Jones, which is Quincy Jones' daughter, was Tupac's girl. So apparently, I don't know if it was like a party in the hills at somebody's house, but Pac get there, and Kadada is sitting on Michael Jackson's on his lap, or on his knee. I would say, I ain't gonna say his lap, like like you would do a girl that you fuck with, but she's like a niece to Michael Jackson because of Quincy Jones. He did Thriller and all that. You know what I mean? Which was like, I guess the greatest, the album that sold the most. Most people that put music out. I think it did like. Back in those days, over 100 million records and some shit like that. Anyhow, so Pac come in the spot. Kadada Jones is on Michael's knee, and Pac had a problem with that.
As a real nigga should.
I mean, you know what I mean? But you got to think about the situation. Quincy Jones, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Like all of Mike's music that we know of for the most part, Quincy Jones had his hand in it. Okay. So Kadada is like a niece of Michael Jackson.
The key word was like.
Of course, but Pac, Pac a Gemini, so he probably was the other
Gemini
Pac
gang.
that day.
That's a Gemini gang.
So they say he coming to party, boom, you see your girl sitting on a nigga lap, but it's Michael though, out of all people, right?
Okay.
So boom. Hey, what happened to y'all? Oh, something crawling. So look. So Kadada is on Michael's knee, right? Exactly. Pac walk up, sweaty, and then swing on Mike. And they get into a scuffle. What is you talking about? They was rolling in the dirt, my nigga. They said Mike had grass in his hair and his jerry curl and all that. Like,
but he also said Mike wasn't no punk.
No, for sure. See, that's the thing about Michael that I know. Okay. See, everybody think Mike is the soft talking dude when you see him on the Grammys or all these award shows, and he be like, hey, yeah, with that little ass voice. But Mike is a nigga.
Oh, exactly.
This is what most people don't know. He front like that in front of a camera.
Exactly.
Mike be calling girls bitches. Man, ask Jodeci. Man, I swear to God, bro. Like, Mike is a real... Mike from Indiana, bro. He from what Mike Epps is from. Okay. Think about it.
P-I-M-P. Okay.
Well, my mother was born there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Gary, Indiana.
Gangsterism.
Yeah, man. He's a real N-I-G-G-A. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, my thing is, I can understand where Pac was coming from because if I see my supposed to be girl and I'm coming to a party, I'm going to get... You sitting on this nigga, look, man, he ain't got on no drawers. No, you sitting there with a skirt.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, because you know what you...
You said no drawers. You think Mike was going commando?
I'm talking about whoever the old girl was. Yeah, she's sitting on the nigga leg.
I wouldn't think she would do that.
Yeah, Michael Jackson probably had on shorts, probably, the knee-high shorts, with his knees on, with getting all that... The key word is like... Because it wasn't really his niece, but you never know. You know what I mean? So I can understand, you know what I mean?
I think Pac was tripping, to be honest.
For real? I wasn't.
Man, it's Michael Jackson, bro. Like, think about that.
What? Michael Jackson, I know he's fucking crazy. What they was fucking...
He ain't gonna...
He made that. You don't think so?
Nah.
Come on, shit.
I don't see that.
Hey, my uncles always told me, man, hey, there's grass on the field, play ball. Long as ain't your teammate. Long as you ain't your family and team. Like, shit. Play ball. Hey. So,
but just imagine this fight, though. Look, you got Michael, right? This is the white Mike, too. This ain't the bell pepper nose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. So
dark skinned. This the you know.
This the one.
Pasty white lady.
Pasty white one. Still whooping ass. Man,
they said the nigga like this and moves on Pac too. He like got out the way, he dodged everything.
Feel me?
Slid Pac on the ground like. That's crazy though, bro. I would die to see some footage from that.
Oh man, I would.
I swear to God, that shit would go. The most viral, it'd probably be the most viral video in the world.
That's it, man. You've been struck by a swoop.
This nigga crazy.
I would have been, my star.
But you got to think how Pac, like in Pac's mind, he must have felt like he was big as Mike.
Oh,
you got to think that, like his ego was that huge for him to swing on Michael Jackson, bro.
Yeah,
that's like swinging on who's somebody else that we can. That's like swinging on Prince. Like I mean, who else could we name? Somebody that's on that stack. Prince would beat your ass. You heard about the basketball? Prince had squabbles too. Usher? No, hell no.
Usher?
No, we ain't gonna even do Prince like that. We like Usher, but he ain't no Prince.
Hey, Prince is like what's Cuz name? My nigga Tank. Hey, the Tank, him be like, boy, short as age. Him and Tank is the same size. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, a strong man. Hey, Prince is a cold motherfucker. Just imagine a nigga just keep on dancing in them high heel boots and hey, wearing all that shit. Man,
what they call them shoes they be wearing with all the sole on the bottom?
High heels.
Well, it's high heels, but they call them something. I can't think of it. But yeah, high heel boots, leather pants. You know what I'm talking about?
And he playing basketball.
And you got a jerry curl too. Look.
And he'll fuck you over in the basketball court with them shits on. Like, cool. You know what I mean? So,
you know the nigga, what Dave Chappelle said, shirts against the blouse.
Shirts against the blouse.
If a nigga whoop you in the blouse, boy, listen. Hang your whole game up, man. Hang it in the closet.
hey, he be that nigga. Prince was but my thing.
You think Mike moonwalked on Pac though before he got cracked?
Man, look here, man. I guarantee.
Like, watch out, Tupac. Get your ass back. But you know the nigga Boo Capone said he said Mike's voice sounded like Charlie Murphy.
Like deep on it. Get the fuck up.
It was the real Mike.
Like
nigga, I got this mask on, but don't fuck with me. You know
I'll beat you. I think, man, look here, man. I really would have.
That would have been crazy to witness, bro.
I would have, just to witness that, just to see that, just
I'll be telling that story for the rest of my life.
Oh, you feel me?
I swear, man, I would give anything to travel back to that time and be a fly on the wall inside that little mansion.
But my thing is, for him to see his girl on Mike's lap, what made him turn? What made him she made him get to that anger, but he said, "Fuck that."
You a Gemini?
I'm a Gemini.
So are you the Gemini? Like you the both sides person?
Oh yeah, we just get angry. It's one thing about Gemini. We only get when we mad, we mad. You know what I mean? But other than that,
everybody say the same shit. No, but what I'm trying to say is like, so the Geminis that I'm talking about, right? Because I know it's two. Every sign got two different parts, depending on what part of the month you born in. So the Geminis I'm talking about is like they're totally two different people. Oh yeah, yeah. We see shit. We see shit out the. We see shit for what it is. So if it look like this nigga, hey, my bitch, just imagine you got my bitch sitting there with a skirt on, knowing she don't got no panties, knowing on this nigga lap. Hey, you see, he just started doing this. He doing a moonwalk. Shaking her leg, you don't know what, she's just laughing. Hey, man, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm walking in and seeing this shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get hot. Hold on, bitch, that's your uncle. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? I know this ain't your goddamn uncle. Hold on, I know Mike is and he know Mike is a player. Come on, Mike was fucking, man. Mike is a player, but I don't see Mike playing. But I get what you're saying. Okay, so boom. But what I'm trying to say is like Tupac, right? So you know how like some of the footage we'll see of him, we see like the activism side of Tupac, the self-righteousness, the black, the black activist, the black nationalist side of him, and then the next time you see him, he's spitting at the camera, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
Okay, like, that's a Gemini.
Exactly. So maybe it was that one. Part, okay. It was the turned up Tupac that came in there and he seen red.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. He see a silver glove, some silver socks.
Yeah, man, silver socks. And the Jerry curl juice. They got the Jerry.
What if he didn't know it was Mike though? What if he just tripped? What if Mike back was to him and he know his girl? Like you gonna know your girl front to back, right? If you really fuck with her, you gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Every side of her. So what if Mike back was to Pac? And he just seen a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Her sitting on the nigga lap. He just came and just socked him in the ear.
Oh, yeah. That would have been games.
And then he turned around and Mike was like, it's me. Yeah. And Pac was like, so what? You know what I'm saying? What side? And Mike just tripped him. Like,
oh, man. Hey.
No, that's crazy.
Hey, I would love to seen that, but I totally understand why Pac was hot. And Pac would have did what he supposed to did and try to swing on it. But now ain't nobody gonna tell you that Pac probably got his ass whooped. They just saying that.
That's kind of what Boo Capone
was saying.
Boo Capone was like, Mike ain't no punk now. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a little grass in his hair. You know what I mean? That was
hopefully, that's been a young nigga. Old niggas know some shit. So
old niggas will punch you in the stomach.
What you feel me?
You know what I mean? Hit you below the belt.
You feel me? Hit you the esophagus and hey, you win, choke it. Ooh.
Hit you with a karate chop.
Karate chop, man. I just know Mike knows some shit. You feel me? For him to be that man, lean and do all the moves and still, man, come on, man. You don't think you don't know no real karate moves, man? What fuck over
telling.
MMA moves, man? Gonna have a nigga, man. Come on. Before you gonna pull off that wig, whatever you gonna do, man. Fuck over a nigga.
He said that wig. I don't think Mike had a wig.
You don't think he did?
Well, he could have had a sew-in. I don't know about a wig. You know what I mean? I don't think he had a lace front, my nigga.
Well, no, because when Mike was gone, when Mike left, his shit was white, man, like damn shit, silky. Like he had 12 pounds and shit like that.
Exactly. You get a Brazilian. What's that shit? The Brazilian. What number is it? That shit gonna be silky too. Fuck you
for real?
Yeah. Shit. That nigga say, dog, you have Mexican, though. We can't.
Oh, man, Hey,
Mike was all nigga, man. Mike from Nigeria.
That's what I said. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. So, so for his hair to be as straight as it was, I don't know if it was a lace front or a wig, you know what I mean? But
rest in peace, Mike and Tupac, man. We just having fun with the story, but that's just a crazy thing.
Yeah, that was a crazy shit.
Nobody ever heard this story before. You feel me? So Hub and the Dub, you know what I'm saying? We introducing y'all to a part of Mike and Tupac that y'all had no clue about.
No clue, man. I would never think about that.
So in other news, we got Jerry Springer, right? He recently passed away, right?
Rest in peace, Jerry.
Rest in peace, Jerry. So Jerry Springer, you know, he was married. You know, Jerry Springer got caught with prostitutes before in the past. Jerry Springer was he the mayor or the governor of a certain state or something like that? He was in politics. He was the mayor, right? And then we know Jerry from Jerry, right, from the show. So apparently, some point in his life, he got married, settled down with a certain woman, and he had 2 kids. But he was still... No, he had 2 kids by his wife, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then I guess he had a concubine, let's say, right? And then had 2 babies by a black woman. And so he, this is from what I seen with him talking on video. He was on video, I guess, with I guess he did a video before he passed away. Like he probably knew he was old, like I'm gonna die, someday soon. So he made a video for his estate. Like how you would do a will. Yeah. So he made a video along with his will. So nobody would get it twisted. Because, papers can get shredded and tossed, tossed in the trash. He did a video saying that he left his main house, which was in New Orleans, to his kids by his wife. But his wife supposedly said that he couldn't mess with his black kids. So, he did what a lot of people in that life would do. They know they would have a kid out of wedlock with somebody, so they would just send checks and send money as opposed to being in the kid's life. Okay. But I'm assuming like the older he got, he felt bad about that. Yeah, so he left all of his estate. That house that he lived in is the only thing he left to his wife's kids. To the black kids, he couldn't really be in their lives. He left everything else. All of his bank accounts, all of his other property in different states, his tangible and intangible assets to all the black kids, bro. Oh man, that is so, man, damn, that's so awesome. But you think, but listen though, you think that's, cause we people from the ghetto, so it's like if somebody left us some shit like that, naturally we're gonna be happy as a motherfucker. Right? Right now you found out your great had you in the will, and they just found it, and there's some, you know what I'm saying, something on that level, you gonna lose your mind, but. I don't think that's greater than him being in those kids' lives. True enough. You understand what I'm saying? True enough. Daily. True enough, because that was what eating him up at the most. Absolutely. You feel me? Absolutely. And that's why he did what he needed to do and making sure that he let his kids understand that, I was wrong. But, hey, this is what Papa... Yeah, man, hold on. I was in love. I wanted to make sure we made it happen. So what he said? He said that she said she was gonna expose him. Like she was on some exposing shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Holding like, black making men, him look. Making him look a certain type of way. Cause now he got a brand, he got an audience. And he's a white man at the end of the day, and ain't no telling who is he affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? Connected with as far as like, these esoteric groups like Masonic groups, fraternities. You feel what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Okay. Oh, so, shit. I'm just assuming. Like. Oh yeah. Well, that assumption should be right because for a motherfucker to wait on his deathbed and then explain and then give it out on a video. You had to be real scared of her, whoever she was. Because he probably didn't have a prenup, because none of that was said, right? But if he didn't have a prenup, then if he would have left her and went against her wishes, well, not even left her, she left him, she could have sued for half, right? And then she had access to all the things that he left to the other kids, and they wouldn't have got it. So he probably was like, I'm a do you one better. It's cheaper to keep her. You know what I'm saying? And cheaper die with her. You know what I mean? Oh, that was right. Hey, Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer is a nigga at heart. I just want to say that. I love you even more now. I just want to say that on the low. Yeah, you feel me? He was a nigga on the inside. Man, I love you even more now, man. I love him even more, man. Like, that's going to change them kids' lives, though. You know what I mean? It's going to do a lot for them. But like I said, I think the time... that he could have dedicated to them. I think that's way greater. And that's what he's hating on. Because they can die too. Just think about it. They can inherit that shit and die. They not going to, like material shit ain't really no benefit in. You know what I'm saying? I know like the government and TV and music, they keep us focused on acquiring things that it's not going to benefit us when we leave. Exactly. Yeah. And you're right, because it's hard because the best way to spell love is Time with your children. You feel me? Because the time that you spend and you miss you can't get back.
You can't get back because you know that something that you made and you did that, and damn, you couldn't do it because you was blind to something that you couldn't get out of because you never know. She probably, man, his wife was probably threatening him, probably. Man,
ain't no telling, because I mean, for him to have made that decision, there's no telling the position he was in. But the gangster shit he did was he made that video.
He did it.
And he, you know what I'm saying? And then the video I seen, he had his kids with his wife, he had his kids out of wedlock, and the lawyer was at the top. It reminded me of a movie I seen. It was a movie I seen. It's like a little independent black movie. Where somebody did the same thing. Yeah, because, you know, like, some people just be full of themselves and thinking, I'm going to get most of the shit, you know what I mean? Because they think they was closest to the person.
I was like, okay, what else that movie with Richard Pryor? Bruce and Million. Remember?
I was too little to remember all that.
You don't remember Bruce and Million? Well,
I remember it, but not like in that way.
No, his uncle, Bruce and Millions is when his uncle was a millionaire, had him doing all type. He had to spend all type of money to get the money, to get the real money. Well, y'all go look that up, Bruce and Millions. But yeah, it's similar. Yeah, it's real similar to that aspects of it. And my thing is now that the kids know their siblings and know what's what. They all know what's going on. Will they become a family, or would they just be as equal? What would you think?
I would hope. Listen, like I only can speak like how I think, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, I wouldn't leave the other kids out because they didn't have nothing to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't their fault and it wasn't the other kids' fault. It was the two adults. It was the three adults, you know what I'm saying? Him, the wife, and the other lady who was, you know what I'm saying, who was smart enough to understand the situation that they created. But the kids is totally innocent in the middle. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, if it was me, I wouldn't exclude my brother. You know what I'm saying? Brother and sister. It's like, for me, like, I didn't meet my father for real until I was probably, like, 14, 15. And then I met my other little brother and little sisters through him. So, no way that I would, if my father would have left me a fortune, I wouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I couldn't do it. Because that shit don't mean that much to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, family's everything. And my thing, that's just crazy. And another question I wanted to ask, too, was both of the kids, the black kids, were they had the same mama or were they different?
I believe so.
Did they have different mamas?
No, I believe it was the same mother, yeah.
You think so?
Well, that's what the video said.
Okay.
It didn't split it up in between. It was two people. It was like him, his wife, and then this other lady. He probably, you know how, back in the days, people had families around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like in the 50s and the 40s, certain niggas had another family around the corner from where they lived at. You know what I'm saying? I believe, what's Terrell something was the football player?
Suggs?
Who?
Terrell Suggs?
No, from back, like, nah, man. He was the running back, Terrell Owens. I believe his father he was in a situation like that where his father had another family around the corner from where he grew up at that he didn't even know. So he had siblings, like, literally in his neighborhood around the corner that he didn't know that it was his siblings. You know what I mean? So it's just, it's generational shit like that.
Man, that shit happens like that for real. Hey, when niggas dealing with that cricket nigga, get hit that sideways, boy. Hey, that's.
It was a different time, though. You know what I mean? And Jerry was, how old was Jerry? He was 70-something?
70-something.
79. Think about that. So Jerry was around in World War II, bro. Like,
that's what
damn near at World War I. Think about it.
Hey, that's what I say. They had the cricket. Hey,
like, nigga.
Because at them times, man, you know how horny niggas was, man, back then, and so much pussy.
Well, the world was different back then.
Hell yeah.
The world was different. Women didn't have a lot of rights back then. And had more control of their households and their women. So it was a little different. You know what I mean?
Well, because when you tell your bitch to stay home, she stayed home. You know what I mean? That shit.
No, she was gonna get beat up. Naturally. She couldn't run to nobody. She couldn't.
Back in them days, boy, they
back
had control.
Then they did a lot of it was a lot of crap.
Well, bitch, you stay home. You stay right here. Bitch, you been down. And them bitches listen, like, ooh, that's pimping. I mean, I was strong pimping and bagging it. So shit happened. Hey, Jerry did up and man up like remarkable as a man could be, and then set his kids off to.
But just me thinking, just me trying to put myself in them, like in their shoes, they probably feel like, cause you know, kids, they be angry when they parent ain't around, like they grow up angry, be like, especially if the person is alive, they didn't die when they was a kid, like this motherfucker is alive walking around, and I'm over here going through what I'm going, you know what I mean? That make kids like grow up with a certain type of mentality, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, okay, this man who y'all probably had this conception of, y'all don't really understand his situation, right?
Exactly.
So y'all was growing up frustrated. Oh, my daddy ain't around. You know what I'm saying? We lacking this and that. But then that video right there with him talking, nobody else saying it. He's on video saying this. That probably touched him in a way that, most of us can't fathom. Like, he really did love us. He just probably wasn't able
to spend time
to like really show us because of these circumstances,
Yeah, it's just to spend time. I mean, he letting these kids know that, man, the time was a key, and he really want to let you know, man, how much sorrow that he felt by losing that time and being that. And I was hoping these siblings get together and do what's what, but for him to be a man of a character like that, and at the end, man, we got to salute that dude. Right? I salute Jerry for that, and I hope the family.
I hope his kids stick together because that's all they got. I know they got their own respective families outside of each other. But, you only got your siblings, man. You got to stay tight with your family. But in other news, too, right? So we talked about the Tupac and Michael Jackson thing.
Yes, we did.
And we failed to mention one thing that happened that was great.
What was that?
They gave Tupac a street in Oakland, bro.
Oh, yeah. Man, my bad. My apologies. Super.
They gave him a street in Oakland,
man. That was so.
And that's dope because, like,
dope.
On the East Coast, it seemed like all the OGs in hip hop, they've been getting it's a lot of them that got streets named after them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of them. Some of them are alive, some of them are passed away. But they get it all the time.
Yeah,
on the West Coast,
it never happened.
It never happened. Eazye got one in Compton.
He got one. Well, only
and Tupac is the only other person I can think outside of E. They give niggas stars on a Hollywood Walk of Fame shit.
Yeah, you feel plenty of that,
but the street, you know what I mean? Like, everybody don't be in Hollywood every day.
Exactly.
But you gonna be riding through South Central, Compton, Oakland, if you from there. That's something you got to see. Like, oh, I'm on Easy Street. I'm on Tupac. I'm on Tupac Road. Like, that's hard.
That is so hard. That's dope.
Hard.
And that was, and you say that was a couple of days ago that they gave it to you?
Yeah, I believe so. Like 2 days ago, yeah.
Oh, man, that was so fucking awesome for that to happen, man. And is it in Marin County in Oakland, or was it?
Marin County and Oakland, I don't think it's the same thing. I think
that's where the city was at, right? That's where.
Marin, I think, is where he moved to when he first came. But the whole Bay Area pretty much claimed Tupac.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? As a Bay Area native, even though he came from the East Coast to there. But yeah.
Okay, that's awesome, man. I wonder, did Shock G and them have a big deal in that?
Shock G, rest in peace. I don't know if you know. Shock G passed away not long ago.
Oh shit, rest in peace.
But Money B is still around.
Money B, man. So
I don't know.
Yeah, man, I was fucked up. Rest in peace, Shock G, man. I didn't even know, man. I'm not really into all. He's
not an internet guy like that
at all.
But I keep telling him you got to tap in because now you a journalist, so you gotta get busy.
You're right. So
look, man, rest in peace to Jim Brown, right?
Rest in peace to Jim Brown.
Rest in peace to Jerry Heller. I said Jerry Heller.
Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer.
Why did I say that? I'm Easy's protege. Anyway, Jerry Springer and Tupac Shakur, man. This is the Hub and the Dub.
Next Level Podcast.
B.G. Knocc Out.
Redman DaLoc.
It's chess.
Not checkers. Salute.